In this game, Manchester United had many variations in the build-up thanks to Mainu and Casemiro. When Wolves pressed in zone A with two players, Casemiro dropped back between them. He played fast to the free center-back and Mainu dropped back to create a passing line. The times the opponent pressed with three players in zone A, Casemiro attracted to Wolves midfielders in zone B and Mainu dropped back to zone A, and he was the free player in this zone. In the build-up, Garnacho played inside and dropped back to zone B to create a passing line for Onana and also to drag one defender. This allowed Man United to win the second balls. Besides, Garnacho could attack the space on the right. Another variation was with Dalot inside. Wolves tried to press with four players, but Dalot made a great run to receive the ball and played fast with Martinez. Lamina was mad because no one followed Dalot and Mainu had free space to receive the ball. He played smart passes forward to Højlund and the wingers. This was an important phase because Man United's second goal started with Onana. Wolves pressed with five players in United's half, but Dalot was free on the right. Garnacho ran from inside and was faster than his mark. Dalot dragged to one defender while Wolves was unbalanced because there was huge space between the midfielders and defenders. Garnacho switched to Rashford where Shaw helped him to create a 2v1 situation. Shaw received with space and crossed to Højlund. The times Wolves defended in their half, Shaw and Garnacho gave width to the team since Dalot was inside with Casemiro and Bruno. When Licha Martinez played to Shaw, Casemiro and Dalot stayed behind the ball to receive free. They switched fast to Garnacho who had a 1v1 situation. Dalot went close to him while Mainu made a run to drag one defender. Also, Garnacho made a run to create a space for a passing line to the box. Bruno made a run to free Højlund and he played backward to Rashford. There was a great understanding between Bruno Fernandes and Højlund in the build-up. When one of them dropped back, the other ran to the space between Wolves' defensive line. When things were complicated, Kobbie Mainoo showed his ability and character. He played with Forson, but he was surrounded by many players and played backward with Mainoo. Bruno created a space on the left side, therefore Mainoo moved there and made a great flick to get right off his mark, while Forson made a run to create a space for Mainoo. Wolves midfielders couldn't catch him and Mainoo scored. An important point to highlight is that Ten Hag should work in the defensive structure since two goals were conceded when Man United was in attack. This time Varane jumped to press, but there was huge space between the midfielders and defenders. Also, Wolves took advantage of the space that Varane left. This time the same happened, because the midfield line was too far from the defensive line and Varane gave too much space to the opponent. Leave your thoughts about this game. Don't forget to subscribe and thanks for watching. This video is brought to you by Play by Metrica Sports, the fundamental tool for every coach and analyst. Create and manage all your video analysis in one platform.